Blues, Chisan Kanawi Masaiga, Tot George, P.
Jessica?
P. Jake Yakwa. And today we're wondering, do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? All right, let's get dressed. So this is part of my morning routine. Come on over, get dressed. I'm going to have Jessica get him dressed today, though, because I have to be the camera person.
I'm going to put on my rain boots.
So every morning, Jake usually goes potty before 9 o'clock, and he is very excited when it's time. We usually tell him to get dressed. That's his command, to get up there and wait to get his harness on. Do you guys take your pets out for walks, or do they hang out in the yard? Or you might not even have a pet. All right.
We're ready.
Here we go. So something seems to have happened to the sunshine, and now it's all cloudy and gross. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but I do not approve. So it's been almost a month now since we've started doing the stay home, stay safe thing. And I have lost almost all of my routines. This is one of the few that stands. What about you, Jessica?
Same. I have definitely lost a lot of my routines. My shower schedule is completely off.
I can attest to that. We need more showers up in this household.
But no, all in all, it's not too bad. I still go into work every now and then, so it's not completely off, but I definitely like waking up later.
That's been one nice thing. I go to bed when I feel like it, and I wake up when I feel like it for the most part. I don't think I've had an alarm set for a month.
No, because I'm your alarm, apparently.
Yeah, sometimes she comes in and yells at me, especially when we're getting close to double digits. How's it going, Jake?
He's being...
That's what dogs do best.
Mm-hmm.
We can get a close-up of him. That's what dogs do, guys.
No privacy.
So can you give us a little bit of a history about our star of the show, Jake?
I'd be glad to. He's my baby.
You gotta speak a little bit louder because we're outside.
Well, in 2017,
A little louder.
I had decided that it was time to get a doggo. And
And you picked this thing?
I did. I had been looking up dogs on the local rescue sites for a couple of months, and I finally hit a point where I was like, okay, it's time to go in and see all these dogs.
What's a rescue site?
Like the animal shelters, so like the Humane Society and the
okay.
SPCA. This doggo comes from the SPCA in Tampa Bay,
Where's Tampa Bay?
Florida.
Florida. Does that mean he does crazy dumb stuff a lot?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay. I was just checking. I hear weird things about Florida people.
But yeah, and so then originally I didn't want a puppy. I wanted about a year-old to 2-year-old dog.
Are those better dogs?
No, all dogs are pretty good. That was my own personal preference at the time. But what ended up happening was I went and I saw this tiny little 4-month-old puppy, and he looked all scared, and his name was Jake, even at the rescue shelter. And so I decided to have a little one-on-one time with him. They had like a little yard that you could
Ooh,
get
like
to know
a puppy
the pets.
playroom?
Yeah, you could get to know the pets that you were thinking about adopting.
Okay.
And he was the first one that I had my little time with. And I actually saw 2 other dogs that day.
Ooh.
And I just could not stop thinking about him. And he's the only one I had a connection with. I actually, prior to him, almost adopted a different dog.
Oh.
But I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't, because I got this little pooch, Jake, and I decided to take him home with me that day.
I hear a lot of people when they talk about Jake say, what kind of puppy is he? How old is he? Is he still a puppy?
He is not still a puppy. He's actually 3.
3?
Yep. But I have no idea what he is. He is a purebred mutt.
Ooh, are you a purebred mutt, Jake? It's hard to get a picture of Jake walking with a selfie stick.
Wait, hold on, I gotta pee on this bush. Oh, he's looking for squirrels.
Yeah, he loves chasing squirrels, but he doesn't usually get to do that. And a lot of times that squirrel is hiding in this bush to pester him. Wonder what he would do if he caught a squirrel. He has a toy squirrel named Squirrely.
I don't think he would even know what he was going to do if he caught a squirrel.
I think the squirrel would nip him and he would go "Arr!" and run away.
Probably.
So what are some fun facts about Jake?
Fun facts about Jake. Well, my personal favorite part of him is his ears. They flap.
He does have good ears.
He has really good
In
ears.
a lot of our Jake of the Day pictures, people capture his ears quite well.
He likes to howl. You've probably heard his howl. Go, woo, 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 woo.
He did that in one of the Jake of the Day episodes recently. And now he's got to go number 2. And the thing about number 2, kids, is you have to pick it up. And it's always gross and warm. It is.
One other fun fact is he has like a little tattoo on his left paw. It's 3 dots.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's like a little triangle of dots.
Wonder if we can see that.
Probably can. What are you doing?
I wonder what this will do doing vertical and horizontal.
It probably won't like you. What else about Jake? Come on, Jake. He loves to snuggle.
Is he a snuggle bug?
He likes to sleep under the covers.
So an unfun fact about Jake is he has a lot of nightmares, and in his nightmares he likes to run. And the person he's sleeping to in these nightmares is me. So he runs up my back with his cold little puppy feet in the middle of the night, and it is not happy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know Jake doesn't like puppies. What's up with that?
I don't know. I think it's these are my humans, stay away. He doesn't want any brothers or sisters.
Yeah, because a lot of times when we're out and about and he sees like a big dog, he's chill with them, but when he sees a puppy, not so much.
Not so much. He likes being an only dog right now, but he has his cat sister.
He does. We've seen Lola in quite a few of our reading videos at this point. Speaking of our reading videos, we finished The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe the other day, and we're going to be swapping to My Side of the Mountain. Have you ever read that?
Nope.
It'll be interesting. It's a book about this kid who has a really big family and decides to go live in the mountains by himself in a tree. So we're passing one of the parks that we go to a lot during our summer programming, and like in a video earlier I showed you, everything is taped off. So while Jake is taking care of business, we'll walk through the park. So again, as you can see, they put yellow caution tape on everything, and people have been doing a pretty good job about listening to it. And this is just, again, to make sure that people are staying a safe distance apart, so we're able to keep each other from getting sick. I found it very interesting how they tied up the swings. I remember one day after we had been told no more school, the parks were still open, but they were so busy. There were people everywhere, like busier than a summer day. So I think that's part of why they decided to close this down. So even though we're still out of school, there's other people that still go to work. So behind me, you can see some people doing some construction work with the dump truck and whatnot. And a term for that is essential worker. So an essential worker is somebody that has to work even during this emergency time. Did he use the bathroom? Ooh, now he's on a squirrel hunt. Hunting squirrels. So sometimes he gets off of his, well, we just let him go and then he can run around. But not when he's chasing squirrels. That's not so safe.
Well, and there's also construction crews and stuff right now.
All right.
Look at him. Squirrel? Squirrel.
That's a squirrel hunting face right there. All right, guys. Well, I think we're going to start heading back towards the house. Are you ready?
Ready. Come on, Jake. Come on. Walk with me.
So it's been weird, too, having weekends because, I mean, it doesn't mean as much now to me. How do the weekends feel to you, Jessica?
Glorious.
Glorious?
Oh, no. He just likes to... He likes to, gonna come over and feed him. I didn't see any.
There was one over in this... Yeah, they were up in the big trees, but... Yeah, it won't take long for them to come down if they see those snacks.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, there you go.
Because the school doesn't, nobody's around.
Yeah, so they're not getting
Yeah.
any snacks. Have a good day.
Good day.
Sorry guys, we were just talking with a community person. I guess she comes down and she hooks the squirrels up with food, which made Jake look like a bad dog because he was trying to hook the squirrels up as food. But you know, c'est la vie.
Disclaimer, Jake has never actually caught a squirrel.
Has he though?
He hasn't.
Oh, okay.
He really hasn't. He's chased them,
Yeah.
but he can't. He's never actually caught one.
I think he would be scared of it. He actually gets beat up by the cat pretty often at our house.
Yep. The cat is the ruler of the roost. I've seen her clothesline him before.
Ooh, I've seen that too. A lot of times Lola, the cat, likes to hide behind things and wait till Jake comes by and bite his face.
In a nice way. She doesn't actually hurt him. Let's put it that way. But I'm sure that if you have siblings, you know exactly how that goes.
Do you have any siblings, Jessica?
I do. I have an older brother.
Did you guys pick on each other a lot?
I would say he picked on me.
Picked on you?
Yeah. I was an angel, of course.
That's like when I talk to you kids. She's one of those, it wasn't me, people. I know a few of you.
There may have been some trying to drown each other, but it was all in fun.
All right, guys. Well, we're almost done with our walk. So thank you for joining us on our Free Friday walk and seeing what part of my morning routine looks like. If you'd like an extra raffle ticket, go ahead and email me something that's still a routine for you, even while the world's all topsy-turvy. Hayamasi and Afki Pasalda.